Now, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think there are some questions which is sometimes people say uncalled or useless. Let me hope my question is not going to be among those. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Ibrahim alayhi salam doubted some bones. Will Allah really resurrect this? Allah asked Ibrahim, are you really doubting? Ibrahim said, no. I believe, but to make my heart satisfied with Iman. So my question is also just to make my heart satisfied with also Iman. But I believe it will not be among those questions which may be uncalled or useless. Because there are some useless questions like somebody asking, who is the wife of Iblis? Those are useless questions. Okay, my question is,
briefly now.
My question is, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, when somebody is buried, the moment people take their footsteps away from the grave is where the punishment commences or the questioning commences. Now, for my heart to get satisfaction, I also want to know somebody who maybe got burned or crushed or burned or just eaten by animal, at what moment does the punishment of that person commence? Just from satisfaction of heart. Thank you.
First of all, there is not such a thing as a silly question. Anyone who makes fun of a question is actually ignorant, because he himself has many questions he does not know the answer of, but he's shy to ask. And the people of the Salaf used to say, لا ينال العلم مستحي ولا مستكبر. The person who is arrogant, I will not learn from him, or shy, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everybody, will never learn. If you're arrogant, thinking that you're better than others, you'll never learn. And if you're shy, not to ask, you'll never learn. So no matter how silly your question is, go ahead and ask it, because this is how you learn. Coming back to your question, those who are buried, the Prophet tells us, alayhi salatu wasalam, that they will be questioned and interrogated by two angels, Munkar wa Nakir, very horribly looking, very rough and strong and rude. And the questions of the grave are the last thing to hell. May Allah preserve us. In between, there is the dividing life called Al-Barzakh. And this is the time that we would remain in from the time we die until the time we are resurrected. 1,000 years, Allah knows. 1,000,000 years, Allah knows. It doesn't matter, but we will be there. The things that happen there are not similar to any of what may cross our minds today. Now, in this world, when someone slaps me, I'll break his hand, but hypothetically, when someone slaps me, do I feel the pain? Yes. I feel the pain on my body, but my soul is also insulted and harmed. In the hereafter, in the grave, in the barzakh, when there is punishment or there is blessing and favors of Allah, opening a door to Jannah or a window to Jannah, this punishment, this pain or this blessing comes majority to the soul. Little impact on the body or whatever is remaining of it. When we resurrected in the hereafter, the enjoyment in paradise or the punishment in hell is fully implemented on the body and the soul equally. So in this life, when people want to torture me, to interrogate me in Guantanamo, they will not let me listen to Ugandan music. For example, say, oh, I'm going to torture you. Oh, please, I will confess. No, they will torture me physically. This is what counts. But the soul is having some implication. In the barzakh, it's the opposite. It's on the soul, but the body has some implications. And I'll give you an example of two people sleeping. They're both sleeping in the same room. I see them, they're asleep. When they wake up, one of them says, Ya Allah, I had the most beautiful dream. I was in a garden and I was served by maids and I had beautiful food and drinks. I was so pleased, I did not want to wake up. I didn't see this on you when you were asleep, but I believe you. The other man wakes up terrified. Wallahi, I was ran after by crocodiles, by snakes, and I fell in a pit with scorpions and sharks, and they were eating me, and I was so badly hurt. Then I woke up. Both physically looked fine. Their soul was being tormented or was having a good time. The same thing happens in the grave. So those who were cremated, eaten by lions or sharks or torn into pieces, Allah Azza wa Jal would have them be sit, interrogated, and dealt exactly like the one in the grave, but we do not see it. So this is the difference between us and others. We believe. I don't have to say, well, I have to dig the grave to see if anybody is sitting. Or even more stupidly, some says, I will put CCTV cameras so that I will wait and see when the two angels are coming. Okay, come on. They're late. What's wrong? Transportation? This is all bogus. It doesn't fit because we believe that the life of the barzakh is totally different than our lives. I hope this answers your not silly question, inshallah.